Hello and welcome to the Pathways to Success at University program in DCU. My name is Deirdre Maloney and I am the Senior Student Support Officer and Life Coach in the Student Advice Centre based in Student Support and Development. Pathways to Success is a 4-week program that we host live up to 8 times a year online. We have a team of qualified life coaches who facilitate the program between October, November, March and February each academic year. If you're interested in attending the live program where we do these exercises but we go into more depth discussions with students, and we have different exercises and more resources available on Loop for all students. Those who complete the 4 weeks get a certificate of completion, and also there is credits available for the UNIN module, for the Engage Award, and also different development pods and credits for career development pods for master's students. If you're interested, you can email us at student.support@dcu.ie. If you don't have time, you can go through these exercises that we've provided for you today. There's another 3 sets of exercises also after, but this is the first set of exercises that you would go through, which would reflect week 1 of the Pathways to Success program. When we want to set out on a journey in life, we always have a plan A, but a lot of the times plan A may not go to plan. We might have to divert, we may have to stop, we may have to make other plans. I suppose we wanted to say to you that there's 25 more letters in the alphabet, and that means that there's many other plans that you can make on your journey to success, and it's about reflecting, about being curious, about being motivated to persevere and to be resilient. And throughout the 4 weeks of our Pathways program, we do go through the different exercises, and we also have different discussions around how we can improve all those particular areas of our life. So today, if you are completing this at home, it's about creating a vision that success is for you. This is personal to you. It's not about the person sitting beside you in the classroom, about another family member or a friend. You can control and develop the success in your life and follow the path that best suits you. It's your vision for yourself. And today we want to ask you to ask yourself, what is my vision? What is it that I want to do? Where is it I want to go? But in order to think about that, we also need to figure out, where am I today? And secondly, we would also ask you to look at, what does success at university look like for you? So success at university means many different things, depending on whether you come through the CAO system, whether you're doing a postgrad or a PhD, or maybe you're a mature student or an international student. You know, you've come from different backgrounds, different cultures. You might have different expectations. You might have different hopes and dreams for the future. So to look at success, we need to ask ourselves, well, what does success look like for me personally? And once we can tap into that, it helps us to bring our vision for the future to life. So the first exercise that you're going to do today is what we call the Wheel of Life. So if you have a piece of paper, I want you to draw a circle with 8 segments in it, and you can have the themes that are presented to you on the screen. So these are the broadest, I suppose, themes that reflect university life. And what I want you to do is ask yourself, between 1 and 10, 1 being least satisfied and 10 being most satisfied, how satisfied are you in each of these areas of your life today? Now, the reason why we ask you to do it based on today is because this fluctuates all the time. This isn't a test to see whether you can get 10 out of 10 in all of these areas, because that is not realistic. Life fluctuates, and it has different things going on at different times. And so that might reflect then in how you rate your satisfaction in each of these areas. Now, once you have given yourself a rating between 1 and 10, I want you to draw a line within each segment, as you can see from the example below. So if it's a 9 or an 8, it's going to go towards the outer circle, and then 1, 2, and 3 up to 5 will be towards the inner circle. And then you can connect all those lines, and what you get is, and you'll see, is a crooked wheel. And that is a reflection of the things that are working well or not so well in our life today. So as I mentioned earlier, to know where we want to go and how we're going to get there, we also need to figure out, where am I right now? So if you're on your mobile and you were using GPS, you have to put into the GPS your destination, but you also have to say where your location is as of today, or as of right now, so that it can show you what the plan is and what the direction is going to be, how long it's going to take, etc. So moving forward, I want you to pick one area from your wheel of life, and I want you to ask yourself, what can I do to improve this one area over the next 7 days? And I want you to write down 5 actions, small actions only. We want to make it realistic. So if you can write down 5 actions that you are going to complete over the next 7 days. Now, the reason why we ask you to do it over the next 7 days is that if you wrote 5 actions down, there's a high chance that you are not going to even try any of them, because there's no deadline, it doesn't focus you. But the purpose of this exercise is to start building momentum, start building your motivation, start building your confidence. So when you are approaching week 2 and you're looking at a bigger, longer goal, you now know that it is possible to make small changes that will have an impact, a positive impact on your life today. And as you start to take those small actions within the next 7 days, you'll start to feel sometimes excited. You feel like you're accomplishing something. You might see, a bump in your confidence and your well-being, but sometimes as well, it means that we're actually stepping out of our comfort zone. Now, that's exciting for some people, but also can be nerve-wracking and uncomfortable for others. And it's just to acknowledge that it can be uncomfortable. But that's important in itself, is that, it's not about being happy all the time. It's not being about excited and upbeat all the time. Life can throw us challenges, but also when we're in our comfort zone and we start to make small changes in our life, it can become uncomfortable, but it's acknowledging that it's there. So then that will help us push through it. So today is about new beginnings. And we've also asked you to do your action plan. So now you have your 5 actions written down, and you've got a plan for the next 7 days. So focus on that, and then we'll move forward. And before then you come back and start your week 2, then I want you to think about a long-term goal that you would like to achieve that means something for you around success at university. So it could be a long-term goal beyond graduation, or if you're in first year, it's to settle down, make friends, get involved in student life. It could be many different things, but before you head into week 2, I want you to think about one long-term goal that has meaning and purpose to you, and that is personal to you, that you would like to achieve. And then when we head into week 2, then you can start on the exercises there that will help you bring this long-term goal to life. Make sure that there's structure, there's a plan in place that will help you set off on your journey. So today really was getting you doing some exercises that would help you increase your motivation, but also build in some flexibility. So when you're starting out with those 5 actions, be flexible with yourself. It's not about beating yourself up if you don't manage all 5, or maybe you can't get them all done within 7 days. Maybe it's 8 or 9 days, and that's okay too. We need to be able to build it in, but the most important thing is that you take some action, and that will help you develop some success. And then curiosity as well. You know, we're starting off on a journey here. We're heading into a program for 4 weeks. Curiosity creates success at university. So get to know some people on campus, in your class, in your clubs or society. If you don't know something, ask questions, show interest in university life or your academic life. It's successful people are curious, and it makes your student experience as fun as well. So that's it for week 1. And if you wish to continue on, we'll be focusing on that long-term goal in week 2.